Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Well, here we are. The darkest timeline. Things could not get possibly worse than they could possibly be in this episode. We've entered the Dio timeline where like no canine-based Kamen Rider is safe. And frankly, no feline-based Kamen Rider is safe either. More importantly, how dare they rob us for what we've wanted to see for the longest time. I'm TimeRider Zero, aka Mike, your host for the Rider Time podcast here on the Morphin Network. And today we are discussing Kamen Rider Geats episode 33, Yearning 1, Buffa Musou. Okay, let's get this out of the way. What did you guys think about this episode? Let us know in the comments. If you comment in the chat box while we are live, we will read them down below. Well, it's the start of a new arc. You're supposed to be excited, right? Because you're wondering, what new characters are they going to introduce? What new things can we hope to expect? We know that there's supposed to be a new rider based on something that resembles a badger, but it's not actually a badger, but something honestly more of a ferret thing. Nope. We don't even see that rider today. We do see a different rider, a very interesting new rider, but we don't see them very much, to be honest. And the two riders that we wanted to see the most, we don't even get to see them. Let's just get into it. Let's just get into it because I don't have much to say about this. So the episode starts off with K-Wa being missing because he turned into freaking bubbles. He turned into freaking bubbles 2 episodes ago. And just like Ginpen from episode 2, he's legit missing. He wasn't brought back. And now Sarah's very concerned. Even the police are like, maybe he's at a girlfriend's house. And of course, being like Yusuke's mom, she's like, what do you mean? My brother can't possibly have a girlfriend. As funny as that line would be in other contexts, it does make me sad because it sinks in that K-Wa's gone, Ace is gone, and freaking Neon is back to being, a princess who doesn't care about escaping and stuff. And, while it is nice to see John again, aka Tom Constantine, we love you, Tom. Poor Kyun, he's like, oh, she's back to the way she used to be. I'm so sad now. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Tom and Mike. You guys have watched some of our past episodes, and we are super grateful that you actually checked us out and wrote some amazing comments to our past videos. But let's be honest, you guys were done so dirty. We need to write a petition to get you guys back, because I know I'm jumping ahead, but honestly, what happened to the two of you in this episode? I got no words for that. Actually, I do. I just don't have words that are safe for YouTube. Buffa, that jerk, he got his wish. Like, he now has the power to wipe out all Kamen Riders. And of course, Barba teases him, saying, "Aren't you now the same thing that you swore out to destroy?" And she ain't wrong, though. She ain't wrong, though. You know, it's kind of like what Ryuk said in Death Note. If you did kill all of the villains of all the entire world, won't you be left to be the most evil person in the world? Are you going to write your own name into the Death Note? That's a good question. Buffa, take Ryuk's advice. Write your own name down into the Death Note, preferably sooner. Why you should fuel the happiness of other people. Just saying. Unfortunately, we later find out that if you really think about it, Buffa's also kind of right. I'd say how he goes about being right. Nevertheless, Chirami, being the jerk that he is, he's like, I'm going to use a bunch of human meat shields today. And let's take a look at some of these ID cores. Some of them we've seen before. We see the White Tiger and Black Panther that Mike and Tom used in their flashback, and we're going to see them used later. But we got some new ones, like there's like a red panda, a silver walrus one. I don't know what that yellow and purple one is, but it looks pretty cool. There's also a red Lopo one, at least it looks like Lopo. So let us know what you guys think is the coolest out of these designs that we haven't seen before. But yeah, and of course, being the jerk that he reveals himself to be, he's like, why don't you be a good navigator and give the ID cores out because that's all you are good for. I'm like, oh man, this guy's, I hate him already. Like, I remember he used to be a menace and really funny in an earlier episode, but now he's just straight and then there was like some questioning as to whether or not maybe he wanted some of the bad things to happen. But clearly, he only cares about the DGP in terms of the show must go on. Like, I don't care how many people have to die. We have to bring the DGP back. I want Chirami to go through what Keiwa went through because Keiwa is our sweet cinnamon roll. He didn't deserve the bad things that happened to him. Chirami deserves everything that's coming to him. Unfortunately, Tsurumi has to follow her orders, and she gives the ID course to Benjamin. By the way, we do see him speak in English, and we do hear Tom's English accent, which we haven't seen before. Like, he used to speak, like, we've never really seen Tom speak English, period. So it's really cool to see the two of them talk to each other in English. And I love how they're like, it's like, I feel bad that she's not making any videos anymore. Yeah, but it does make her job easier. I'm like, I love these two guys. These guys are the GOAT. We need more of these two. They need their own visa next. But of course, the reason why they're guarding the villa is because Neon has got one of her dates to one of those marriage interviews, and the interview's interrupted by Musou Buffa. Yes, he's got basically he has the fever slots to be zombie, but because he now has that Jamoto god form, like he has bigger horns amongst other cool new decals. And honestly, this is a really cool design for a powered up form. It doesn't look too different from his original, but it is clearly more menacing looking, and he doesn't have that green eye anymore that he had when he was a Jamoto. And of course, finally, we get to see Tom and Mike finally transform. We finally get our Caucasian and African American Kamen Rider in a Japanese franchise. None of that Dragon Knight localization with Kamen Rider Camo. I mean, we finally get an actual Japanese Kamen Rider series with a Caucasian and African American Kamen Rider. Or so we think. Or so we think. I'm going to skip a few scenes, but they get their butts kicked off screen. We don't even see their rider forms. And what's worse, he breaks their core IDs, so they'll never be able to transform ever again. Buffa. Why do you continue to torture me, Buffa? All of us got robbed, but more importantly, and John got robbed. And I am so livid. It vexes me to see the two of them not get what they have deserved for the longest time. And Toei, you better either A, figure out a way to fix their ID cores, or give us a prequel in the form of a Visa Next, and one where they're actually kicking butt. Because we need more Ben and John. Ben and John are the people that we came to see since episode 2. We're not here for Ace. We're not here for Kawa. We're not here for Neon. We're here for these two guys. This is the reason we wake up every morning at 9 a.m. No, 8 a.m. Japanese time zone, which is actually afternoon here in America. But the point is, we come here for them, and you got rid of them. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is the series finale of Kamen Rider Geats. This is the final episode. Just like with Kamen Rider Decade. You know how it ended with 31 episodes? That's not the case, though. But off screen, while those two were getting robbed, Neon's confronted by Barba, and she gets her memories back because you don't get to live a life of ignorant bliss. You're going to suffer by having all your memories back. And of course, she is upset, but more so with Kyun, and she's like, why didn't you remind me? Why didn't you do anything to make me who I was? I want to be myself. He's like, well, you could be yourself in our timeline. I'm like, bro, I've heard what your world was like. We don't need none of that Lois Lowry nonsense. By the way, please read Lois Lowry's The Giver if you haven't had the chance to. It's a great book, and the sequels were also pretty amazing. But the point is, we don't want to live in the society that she described in The Giver. I like having blue Kamen Riders, but I also like having red Kamen Riders and black Kamen Riders and green Kamen Riders. And we are limited, and we don't need to have those kinds of limitations. But more importantly, we don't need our Kamen Riders to be let go. See what I did there? I don't know if Neon actually considers this, but I'm just gonna be honest. I don't want that kind of world to be lived in. Like the kind of world that Lois Lowry described in her book is terrible, and I wouldn't wish it upon even my worst enemies. So we need our freedom to choose and pursue happiness and suffer along the way too. Because we are molded by our experiences, and if we limit what experiences we're able to have, we won't be able to properly grow. That's kind of like the plot of The Giver. And honestly, I just rewatched the part with the 3 Dio sons in Stone Ocean, so I'm kind of on the hype train of the free will thing with the Skyfish. But I digress. We get a pupper Kamen Rider. Yeah, it's a beagle. It's a beagle. He's a real underdog. Have no need to fear. Underdog is here. Except he gets murked really quickly, and honestly, that's kind of disappointing. This is clearly the what's it called, the Dio timeline of Kamen Rider Geats, because all of these canine Kamen Riders and feline Kamen Riders, but mostly canine Kamen Riders, are getting kicked around, and like, I'm still upset about Danny. And then there's that one dog when we had to deal with Temperance, and then those two dogs that we had to deal with Pet Shop, and then there's Iggy. Stray Cat was cute though. But he was working for the bad guy. So no Stray Cat. Let's rock this town. But ultimately, every Kamen Rider gets murked. All 20 of them. And the craziest part is, turns out one of them was a desire god. I'm just surprised that there's a desire god other than Ace at this point. I mean, I'm pretty sure some existed before Ace showed up, like the original 1AD Ace. And maybe some existed in between his various reincarnations, but it's hard to believe that there's any. But it's hard to believe we actually know that there's the existence of any desire god other than Ace and technically Michinaga, even though he's actually a Jamoto god. But yep, they're all marked, and so the only person who could possibly stand a chance against Buffa is Geats. But since Ace cannot be reincarnated, he is out of the question. And they can't just send more random people to die. And Chirami really wants to go for that option. He wants people to just be sent down the rabbit hole of death, just so long as at least one of them could get the Vision drivers back. So he's down to one final option, begging the support staff for help. And of course, Kekura wants nothing to do with this, and he's right to. He's right. But Jean disagrees. Jean actually wants to avenge Ace, and it is revealed that Ace was not the first rider that Jean supported, but he's the first one that he kept supporting after he lost. So that's an interesting development. I'm curious what other riders he might have been a fan of before him. Maybe they might get some kind of story. But then their turf does get invaded by Michinaga, because the only people left are the DGP staff and supporters. And once he takes them all out, he'll be the only rider left, period. By the way, I'm going to push X down here because there's a few riders he hasn't accounted for. And I'm pretty sure those riders could probably take care of business, but that's just my opinion. Nevertheless, so Jean and Chirami decide to fight Michinaga, which is why the two of them are transformed. And because his wish is to be able to defeat any rider, he is impervious to any attacks used by Chirami. And even the whole earthworm dance thing doesn't work against Michinaga, because he's like, okay, I'm done slashing sideways. I'm going to break his back. And it works. And he is just mopping the floor with him. Through the power of prayer, Tsurumi manages to use Twinkle Bell from Sailor Moon Super S and summon Ace back. And at first we're thinking, there he is, our miracle child. He'll save us all and bring back the DGP. Michinaga says, you can't defeat me. I'm unstoppable. And Ace then says, I'm not your opponent. He is. And that's when the mysterious cloaked figure from the previous episode notes, the time has come. To the creation goddess has awakened. Tsurami gained her powers. Now it's time for the Desire Royale. Yo, hold on. I'm gonna need some feedback. Okay, what'd you think about this episode?
10 out of 10.
Wow,
Fantastic episode. I see the hashtag and I do agree.
Yep.
I'm still never getting over that Michael Jackson henshin. All is missing is a
oh! Yeah. I kept that hashtag on for a really long time for a very good reason, because I am not letting go of the fact that Tom and Mike got robbed. They got robbed so hard that we haven't seen a character get this horribly robbed since May from Kamen Rider Zero, because she should have become Espada by using Ikazuchi.
I mean, I would. Who had the dark saber after Kento?
It was Sophia.
Sophia got it, but not May. I mean, I get it for the context of Sophia and Kento's dad. Like, they were friends. I get that. But May could have had her own writer, at least like a post V cinema or whatever.
I mean, technically, Tassel also used the saber, but he didn't transform in it.
Tassel, the pink-hatted dude.
Yep, Tassel did use the caliber right before he was killed off by Storius.
Oh,
but he didn't transform.
No, see, I would think if we're talking about writers getting robbed. My boy Kwa got robbed, but you know who ain't getting robbed? Sarah's not getting robbed, baby. Finally, that Toku Thanksgiving we've been wanting for a year is gonna happen this year because Oni's sister coming. Oni's sister was around. Now she's coming back.
Oni's sister.
Yep. We had Oni's sister from January to February or January to March. I don't remember which. I don't care which. But then Oni's sister's coming back. But now we have Oni's sister. We could have a proper Toku Thanksgiving this year.
I haven't seen this much beauty in Tokusatsu since that time when Peter was announced to be the Blue Ranger in Ninja Steel.
Oh yeah, that was a hell. I think I still have that video somewhere.
Yeah, I was like right there. I'm like, Peter, catch it! I throw in my Ichibanto.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a moment. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, I was impressed. He actually caught it, and he's like by the hand, like it was like when Rey force pulled Anakin's lightsaber in episode 7. Like that was lit.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah,
that was
how lucky was it that I was cosplaying as Yakumo that year?
I mean, this was during the height of the Pokemon Go, so me and the Sidarsos had beef.
Oh, because they were Team Mystic and you were Team the red one?
Yeah.
Wait, did I actually call it?
Yep.
See, I'm Team Mystic on my main account and Instinct on my second account.
No, I was Team, I think, Flare or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, when the Sidarsos had beef, and we met at the night market before. This is way before. This is like days before Morphicon.
Yeah,
we meet at the night market. They were cosplaying.
Yeah, you know how much beef I have. Wait, you want to know how rigorous I grind on Pokemon Go? My last week, this is how much I walked on my alternate account. This is my main account.
Do they still do teams on Pokemon Go, or did they drop that entirely?
Oh no, they still do teams.
Oh my god.
Oh, by the way, guys, go to Japan World Heroes this August because Sosuke from Go Onger is going to be there. He's been announced.
So it's announced.
Yep, Japan World Heroes is going to be August 18th to the 20th, 2023. Be sure to get your tickets now.
It was a good thing I didn't see nothing during my K-pop stream yesterday because I was like middle of that, and I saw that. I'm like, should I say it? No, I won't say it. I'll just say it off camera.
Well, you're hearing it here and now, so here we go.
Mhm.
Me, I have to give this episode an 8 for two reasons. One,
Because of Ben and John.
yes, that's one of them. Yes, because Ben and John got robbed. I'm gonna pull that hashtag up one more time just because like they deserve better. You guys deserve better. You better demand that VC next film as soon as possible, or at least use some Tsurumi magic to like restore your ID cord.
Maybe they'll get a henshin at like the end of the series. I don't. They had a dog. That dog was a badass helmet. I love that helmet.
Yeah. I can't believe we actually have a beagle Kamen Rider. A beagle. We've had wolves. We've had foxes. We had bears, which are honestly closer to badgers than dogs, but they are carnivora. So yeah, like it still counts. But a freaking beagle, like
Someone was watching Cats and Dogs and said, "Yo, we want Tobey Maguire in this. Do it."
like I'm gonna say one more time. This is the Dio's World episode of Kamen Rider Geats where like it's raining cats and dogs and they're all being killed by the same person and it hurts me. Yeah, I listen to Army of Lovers. Deal with it.
So he said, "This is Dio's world."
Yeah, and we're all living in it.
I don't know, but that ending, that he's like Geats is properly hunting down the DGP.
Yeah.
Chiram is spare parts at this point. Chiram, you are spare parts, bud.
He's got it coming for him because almost every bad thing that happened up to this point is his fault. Like, sure, Buffa was the one who killed Ace and Gazer, but Buffa wouldn't have that.
Chiram is a DGP game master. He has the belt. He has the knowledge that is Geats' mom. So obviously, he's hunting down DGP, but he's still gonna come at Buffa. That's so good.
Yeah. So like, I really hope everything that Kawa went through, Chirami will also experience, but with better instruction. And yes, I used Elizabethan English.
I mean, I would have a hit list. Chiram first. I'd leave Samori out of this because Samori's best girl. It's Chiram, Buffa, Baraba. I want Baraba to suffer. Oh yeah, that's right. Archimendel. I guess Archimendel then Baraba because I want to get rid of Archimendel. But
for me,
Baraba last because what she did to Neon is unforgivable.
Yeah, and but yeah, this episode for the most part, let's be honest, was kind of a filler.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's more of like this is Buffa. This is just like this is us seeing this is Buffa's world. But Baraba's still like, oh, I'm gonna torture Neon. What does Baraba have against Neon?
As she specified, she just wants to see suffering. She's the ultimate Schadenfreude.
Nah, man, she needs to get her. I think Geats isn't gonna be the one to, especially after it was episode 31 or 32, 31 or 30. Whenever he went berserk and just the visuals of that was just beautiful. He ain't gonna be the one to do it to Baraba. It's gonna be Neon. She is going to run those ones with Baraba.
So I'll say this. One thing I hate to acknowledge is in a Death Note kind of way, Buffa was kind of right. Where like if he gets rid of all of the Kamen Riders, and then he hit, including the DGP staff, and then he just simply retires himself, there will be no more Kamen Riders.
What is he, Thanos?
And then like there won't, and then the whole DGP thing will be as if it never existed.
Okay.
Problem is there would still be casualties.
Yeah, Like he's over here saying the DGP ruins lives, and yet here's what he's doing. He's a hypocrite.
Mhm.
And then it's like he's lost the entire plot because it's like
He's like Magneto, basically.
wasn't the elephant and other rider the ones that killed his friend?
Yep.
Why doesn't he hunt them down until they get drawn out and then get his revenge? Like he's lost the entire plot. I get he wants to kill all riders, but not the specific 2 riders that really caused this in the first place. Come on, bro.
Well, I think it's more of a balance of the universe sort of thing that is thematic in Hamlet, where it's like so and so is mine to kill, he's not yours to kill. And so like Buffa was supposed to be the one to kill the elephant dude and the other dude, but Geats was the one who killed them instead. So he was robbed of his justice.
Wait, is it confirmed that they're dead, or are they just like not around?
Not that I know of, but I can only assume since Geats does win the DGP
I'm guessing
so many times.
I'm guessing it's because they lost, not because they're dead. But it's like either way, Buffa got lost in the sauce. He went from wanting revenge on these set of riders to wanting all riders, and then just not even it's only from just 2 riders to all riders to just everybody. Doesn't matter if you're a writer, supporter, game master, producer, whatever. You could be an innocent civilian, and you're still gonna be caught in this rampage.
Yeah, it's like that scene from Yu-Gi-Oh when they go to Kentucky Fried McBurger King, where Anzu says, "Here, have some ketchup." Shh. Like freaking Buffa poured so much ketchup on his revenge that he can't taste his meal anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. He's lost in that sauce. He's lost the plot to the point where he's just like, I want everybody gone. I don't care anymore.
I mean, yeah, and again, he's right that the DGP did everyone dirty, but he's out of line.
Yeah, like it's like he's like, oh, you supported the DGP. You're supporting like how is Geats wasn't trying to enter the DGP to make people suffer. He was trying to just he's just trying to get answers to his own life.
Yeah. Why do I exist?
He's just wanting to see his mother, who just left him out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But apparently that's not good enough to Buffa. Buffa's like, hey, well, your mom's creating suffering. I'm like, you're doing the same.
Are you wearing a belt? Are you wearing a belt? Then you're gone.
Like the hypocrisy is real, but I
also you haven't
see what's next.
You notice how like just as soon as Neon was about to touch her ID core, like Buffa actually tells her, "Hey, don't touch that, or I'm gonna have to kill you too." I'm wondering.
Oh, Buffa cares a little bit, but that's too late. Too late, bro.
Yeah,
You let this you let this whole pin off the you already let the pin off the grenade, dude, by letting this reveal happen for Neon. You already did this. What else can you do? It's too late. Oh no! Oh yes, that's right. See, sorry, you're right. See, first you let the linchpin off of the grenade that is Neon's whole life, and then you do Ben and John dirty for what?
Mm-hmm.
For what? After that whole henshin. Actually, that should be on a t-shirt.
Henshin.
That should be a t-shirt. But
wait.
Yeah.
Henshin. No, that did not sound as good. Yeah, you were right. Henshin.
Like, come on now. Buffa, like I said, you lost the plot, my dude.
Mm-hmm.
But Geats is here, and he's gonna go on, as what Archer would say, rampage.
Yeah. I can't wait to see how this plays out with Geats. Actually, it'd be interesting if Buffa and Geats team up to destroy the DGP. Buffa doesn't want to, but Geats is like, look, I get you don't like me, but the enemy of my enemy and whatnot. And then what's his name? Gene actually teams up with them because it's like Geats first. Mm-hmm. If he's against the DGP, I'm against the DGP.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, it's been brought to my attention. I said this yesterday. Not yesterday. I said this on the other day. That episode 34 was leaked. So people who want to know already know. But at the same time, don't spoil it for anybody. Just support the quote unquote official release.
Mhm.
So wait till this weekend.
Yep.
Like
But
that's why I'm staying away from Twitter for a while.
but I'm staying by the honor code. I am gonna wait till next Tuesday to watch the episode. Just like I wait every Tuesday to watch the episode.
I'll wait till Saturday. I got a couple days. It's all well and good for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm. It's like if you want to watch those episodes of Beast Morpher several months in advance, like you're more than welcome to. But I'm waiting till September because honor code. But now you can't wait till September though.
I mean, it depends on the country. But
No. They actually said like Cosmic Fury it will be released internationally on the same day.
Oh well, sucks to suck, bud. Can't get no spoilers. Oh well. Now I don't know what's gonna happen with Cosmic Fury because of the whole writer's strike happening. So I mean,
Oh yeah, that too. I mean, if they finished filming it,
I mean, I still don't. I honestly think for me it's a gray area, but I still stand with the Writers Guild because they deserve to be compensated for their hard work.
yeah. Oh yeah, because part of the issue is pertaining to streaming services because streaming because like apparently like contracts for streaming is different than contracts for like standard cable television, and beforehand streaming was defined as like brief clips on YouTube and stuff like back in the day where it's like Will Smith does a quick advertisement so we're good, or Jimmy Fallon does a quick advertisement, we're good. Oh, Chris Pratt does a cameo on College Humor, we're good. But like now like streaming has a new meaning. It's a paradigm shift. Just like the concept of a single plane flying over an enemy country. It's World War II all over again, but streaming-wise.
It's a load of crap. They need to pay them what they're owed. And, like, we the last time we had a writer strike, it affected everything, including Power Rangers. And
yeah, no, I remember like the very first season of The Office I ever got on DVD was the 4th season, which was affected by the strike. And it only had like 11 episodes if you count the hour-longs as one episode.
It affected so much to the point now we live in a world with trash reality TV because of this writer strike.
Oh yeah, because they ran out because they cannot do anything scripted anymore.
So yeah, like so how like,
Andrew WK, this is your chance to shine once more.
Don't bring back Destroy Build Destroy. Don't do that.
I love that show. That introduced me to one of the greatest contemporary.
I love Andrew WK. And you know what? I'll even admit, because of that, we got Jeremy Shada, that he later on went to do Adventure Time. We got Shamik Moore. We got Brandon Suhu. Yeah, we got amazing actors out of this whole
Not only that, but also Andrew WK did the soundtrack for one of the seasons of Gundam, and also his soundtrack was used in one of the greatest abridged series of all time.
What, Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge?
No. Party. You gotta have a party. You need to have a party. You better have a party.
Yeah, that was used in... Well, I know it was from Aqua Teen, but...
No, Hellsing.
I also used it twice. Oh.
Yeah, Hellsing uses it, yeah.
Hellsing uses it too. Huh. Yeah. But yeah, no, because... Yeah, I get it, but yeah, for real, support the writer strike. Don't cross any picket lines.
Yeah, no, and it's gonna be tough because again, like, I mean, I know that Cosmic Fury already finished filming, but will the actual distribution of the episodes be affected by the strike?
Who knows? I mean, I don't agree with Becca and Alwyn's writing all the time. I'll be first to say they're good, but sometimes they can be a little. I'll say mid to be nice, but they deserve their compensation. nonetheless. They've
Yeah.
done so much in the last couple of years. They still deserve their flowers.
Yeah. No, but to be fair, like the only things I care about on Netflix aside from Power Rangers is literally just JoJo and Cobra Kai.
Oh, fudge a duck.
Now, I used to care about Castlevania because I will stand for Adi Shankar, but
Nah, see, now I'm worried about Cobra Kai.
yeah. Yep, Cobra Kai final season. Final season.
I have to go get those Cobra Kai figures from Canada's Toys R Us.
Oh, you mean the Ninjetti Cobra Kai figures?
Yep. I like me some Cobra Kai. I like me some Karate Kid. I like some. Well, that's as far as it goes. But yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting lightning figures of the Cobra Kai cast if they were just like they're karate gis, not Ninjetti, not.
I mean, they have the Karate Gi ones.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
those are the ones I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get the Karate Gi ones.
Yeah, like I want to get like proper Miyagi-Do, Cobra Kai, Eagle Fang, like the proper gis, like not like. Okay, like I'm glad that as far as the Power Rangers crossover goes, they're just doing Ninjetti suits. They're not going like full Power Ranger, but also some of like, but also like their symbols on their chest don't really make sense because you got a white crane ranger, but then the actual pink ranger doesn't have a crane on her.
I mean, I think I have pictures of those toys.
Yeah,
but
and I know they're releasing black and red figures of Robbie and Johnny and Johnny Lawrence and Miguel, but
yeah,
but like one of them's a boar. I'm like, why a boar?
Let me see.
I mean, they should just have like their school symbols: a bonsai tree, or a snake, or an eagle with fangs on it. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay, no, I was wrong. It was Cobra Kai and Ninja Turtles. We have Miguel, Kreese, Johnny, and Daniel with the 4 turtles. You can guess which one's sided with who.
Yeah, but as far as Power Rangers go, I mean, I'm glad that. I mean, if they're gonna do Power Rangers, like at least they're doing ninjas because in the Karate Kid cartoon, there was an episode where Daniel did dress up as a white ninja. So like, I'll give it credit where credit is due.
That's if people really remember that cartoon, but
I remember that cartoon. Man, a lot of 80s icons had their own cartoons. Mr. T had his own cartoon. Chuck Norris had his own cartoon.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole.
RoboCop, the animated series, was lit because like there was this one villain who turns into water.
You know who had a cartoon? Had a chibi cartoon. He was Kamen Rider. Bringing it back around.
Yeah. Okay, let's read the comments. What did you guys think of this episode, and what did you guys think about the arc coming up? Buffa is the Magneto of this episode. Yes,
Yep, called it.
Yeah, because he's right, but he's out of line. Byron Weaver says, "Hi guys, hey Byron, how you doing?" Psycho Orange says, "Guess what? Jace Simon, the voice of Bluefur from Megaforce, did you request for me?" Okay.
Who?
He said blue. Well, I know Bluefur is probably the Sasquatch dude from Megaforce.
Who?
He said, "This is Bluefur from Power Rangers Megaforce, and you're watching this thing." Oh, that's cool. Okay. Shameless plug, but there you go.
Who? Megaforce is a distant memory. What?
See, like that's the thing I don't like about Cosmic Fears, because if we were to have a 30th anniversary season, it should have been Duoger, so that we could have had that crossover episode with Super Megaforce on their 10th anniversary, and the Super Megaforce, the 4 Super Megaforce Rangers green, blue, pink, and yellow would turn into the past 4 Neo Saban seasons. You got let's see, Beast Morphers yellow, Dino Charge pink, Ninja Steel blue. But instead of Tokyo Yonga, we would get Ryu Soul green.
Oh yeah. I mean, that'll still be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
it would work.
They do have the key too.
Yep. And the thing is, and this is an opportunity for the Megaforce characters to redeem themselves because even the Megaforce actors did not like Megaforce and they thought we the fans deserved better. And Bennett, I don't necessarily agree with your reasoning on some I repeat some of the
we respect Simon Bennett.
Made. However, the quality of your writing skills are superb. So credit where credit is due.
We respect Simon Bennett up in here. Yeah, I'm not even saying that out of Power Rangers. I'm saying that because I am a legit years-long fan of Simon Bennett. So I will sit here and
like Simon, we know that you have the full ability to redeem the Megaforce cast and give them the respect that the cast deserve.
Duck Rockers. I support Diamond. I support Simon Bennett as a Duck Rocker.
Mm-hmm.
Quack quack.
Quack 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 quack. Okay, and that's it for our review of Kamen Rider Geats episode 33. And if you enjoyed this review, please be sure to follow, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and ding the bell icon for the latest videos. Our next episode of Kamen Rider Geats will be next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're going to do episode 34. If you are a fan of Super Sentai, this Thursday, we are going to do King Oger episode 9. I'm actually going to watch the episode right after we're done with this review as of the time of the stream. And yeah, that's going to be 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Actually, no, like, do you want to go for like 7:15 or?
That's a good question because I have friends' birthdays. We'll do a special karaoke stream of King Oger. Yes, you're gonna hear us sing karaoke.
Well, you heard it here. He's going to sing the King Oger theme song.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out how.
And because we're saying the slide, that means he has to stand by it.
I ain't gonna sing King Oger. I'll sing, but I ain't gonna sing King Oger. But yeah, we're definitely gonna. It's gonna be a big special birthday stream for my friends. We're gonna be reviewing King Oger, but we'll definitely be still doing. Well, we're gonna still bring you that content. We'll bring you some good stuff.
Yeah, and of course, if you are a fan of Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, be sure to check out our past episodes of Geats, Revice, Saber, King Oger, Dawn Brothers, Zenkaiger, Kira Majors, etc. And of course, we've also done other seasons like Kamen Rider Black Sun. We're gonna try to get back to doing Kamen Rider Amazons on Saturdays. Here's hoping. And be sure to check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we recently did our review of the galactically feared, universally reviled, universally despised Dragon Ball Evolution movie.
Disney, get it off your platform. What are you doing, you sadists?
Tune in this Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern on The Buttery Show as we review a much superior anime adaptation, Battle Angel Alita, on The Buttery Show.
Why are we doing the good one now? Why are we not saving that for last? Why are you trying to torture us? What is wrong?
Because I'm saving another good one for last.
I swear to God, if it's what I think it is, I'm going to get you. I'm going to hunt you. I'm going to get you. You got a month left to live, boy. 1 month. You better set your affairs in order.
My affairs have been in order since 2007.
Oh boy, I'd rather be Death Note. Oh,
funny you should mention that.
Look, I will sit through it for Willem Dafoe, Nat Wolff, and Lakeith Stanford. That's it. That is it.
Oh, for me, it's just Willem Dafoe.
I grew up on Naked Group. I grew up on Naked Brothers band, so I defend. I defend it.
All right. Well, you heard it here, folks. And until next time, thank you all for watching the Morphin Network. Stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones. Today, this is the month of May, which means next
It's
week
gonna be May.
it's Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, that too.
So hug your mom especially, or your mother figures, whoever they may be, because they either brought you into this world or they're keeping you in this world, and life, love, peace, and all around, and all that stuff.
No.
So have a good one, everyone, and we'll see you all next time. Peace.